Alright, now this typically isn't something I'll do, but this is a response video into a list done by Top 10's Net on horrible weapons still in use today. And here's a few things that I just want to dispute, and they have comments about it in the video. Well, anyway, first of all, their number 10 thing, barbed wire. As you can see a picture here, I don't have the resources to get clips and everything, but yeah, barbed wire. That's on the list, or horrible weapons still in use today. This isn't a weapon. This is just a deterrent against people coming in. And even though they do kind of say in the video it was a deterrent in World War One to keep people from getting in grenade range of trenches, it's a deterrent. It's not a weapon. I mean, you can use it as such if you wrap around a pole or whatever, but the fact of the matter is it's not used as that. It's used as a deterrent to keep people from getting into places. And this isn't even the worst thing we have today. I have some stuff here, or another picture here. You know what this is? This is Cwire, or concertina wire. Now, being former military and a few exercises and whatnot, I've had to deal with this stuff, and it is a biatch. You do not want to mess with this stuff without gloves. It is worse than barbed wire. It's more dangerous. It easily penetrates skin. This stuff is just unholy in what it can do to you. But again, it's not meant as a weapon. As you see here, it's on a fence. It is meant to keep people out of areas from just, say, jumping over the fence. There's nothing wrong with that. And this is used, as you can see here in the picture, with barbed wire around it to just help keep anyone from saying, hey, I'm going to jump over that fence into a secure area and possibly steal weapons that are in there or cause damage or do whatever. So it's there as a deterrent. If you get hurt by this trying to climb over it or something, then you try to climb over it or do whatever you did, and that was your choice. So really, this doesn't deserve to be on there in any way, shape, or form. So the next thing, of course, they're number 9, hollow point bullets. How are these a horrible weapon? They're not. These have reasons for existing. And here's some more pictures of this here, so you can see different patterns these different bullets would make. And the thing is, they're meant, as some comments in the video also have said, or on the video, they're meant to go in and dump all their energy into the target that they hit, a soft target like a human or an animal. Now this is so, unlike full metal jackets, which have more penetration capability, can go through the target you initially hit and go into another target and end up injuring or killing people or animals, whoever, who have nothing to do with the instance at hand. So you see, these things are used to kill. They're used to kill threats. So if someone's coming at you with an axe or something, or a gun, or whatever, do you want to just hurt them and piss them off, or do you want to eliminate the threat? Do you want to kill that person or the animal or whatever who is threatening you, and also not hurt anything or anyone else around you, or have as little chances of doing it as possible? Well, that's what hollow points are for. That's why the police use them. It's why, I guess, it's why some militaries are like the U.S. would maybe want to keep that in a sidearm, because it's meant to hit and have impact and kill the enemy. And of course, even if they have an armor or something, you could argue, well, they have armor, in wars. If they use them in a pistol or something. Well, no. The fact of the matter is, in a war, if they use it in a pistol round is not going to penetrate hard body armor anyway. So if they could then shot something like the neck or the legs or exposed areas, that has a much greater chance of dropping the target. So that just helps keep, say, of course, our people, the good guys alive and the bad guys dead. So that's why there's hollow point bullets. They're meant to kill when they hit the target. They're meant to dump as much energy as they can into that target and stop it. And that's the entire point of their existence. Now, a thing that was not on the video, these things, landmines. Landmines are still in use today, and still they have tons of these left over in all kinds of countries from different wars. And it's not just the U.S. Tons of countries and all around the world have used these, and these things do stuff like, as you see here with this woman, just an innocent victim who had her leg taken off by a landmine, or these children who have their legs, and other tons of people have been mutilated by landmines that are still just out there killing civilians now, or wounding them. And that's the thing, landmines were not meant to kill in a lot of cases, they were meant to wound. They were meant to do what you see in this picture here. And these things are still, of course, used today. How is this not number 1 on the list? I don't understand that. You know, it's unfathomable to me how this cannot be number freaking 1 on the damn list. And their number 2 and number 1 are both nukes. I mean, given one was a nuclear missile and the other is a MIRV, and while they're still being developed by some countries, they're not in use today. They're not. They're being made, they're not in use. In fact, and tests do not count as use. It used to be like what you see here, where it actually has victims, and then there are only 2 nukes ever used on someone, and that was by the US, yes, but there's only 2 nukes used, and there are good reasons to use them. So as we can go on to one of the last things, this thing, the heat round, a high explosive anti-tank. It is meant to take out tanks. High explosive anti-tank in the name should have, cued you in, or anyone into their purpose. It is meant to take out enemy tanks, mostly fired by other tanks. If you're in a tank, you want to kill the enemy tank. You don't want to piss off the enemy tank. You don't want to damage it slightly. You don't want to, scratch its paint, or make the crew say, "Oh well, we can't use this tank anymore. Its pants is all messed up. We're gonna have to go home now." Like, no, you don't do that. You want to kill the other tank. This round, the shell, is designed to do specifically that. To take out the enemy tank, so that you and your crew and your tank can go home. That's the job of it, because there are tanks that you have to fight in war, and why would you not have something designed to take that out? It's just something that exists for a purpose in war, which, of course, you can argue is a very horrible thing that humans do anyway, but it's the point of these things to do this. Like how it's the point of a car to drive you to places, as opposed to taking the bus or riding a horse. It's just a purpose-built thing. This is built for war. It's built to take out enemy tanks in war. And of course, that's mostly all I have for these things. So just a few pictures. It's a quick response video. Just wanted to put something out there. And of course, all these things that you see, they all have uses. Landmines, of course, do horrible things like this, but they're still in use. They are still used today. And of course, so are these for reasons. Not so much with landmines, although even though you can argue today they're getting safer and they have limits where they have to make go inert or whatever, it's still, we have tons of them out there that do, what you saw in those pictures, and it's just horrible that those things still exist, but they're not on the list. How is that? These things all have a purpose. Even landmines, unfortunately, did, but that should have been, number 1 in my opinion, and I think a lot of people agree. But yeah, that was it. Just a quick, simple response video. It may be cheaply made, but hey, I don't have resources like Top 10s does, and usually they make great videos. They make great stuff. I love their content. This one was kind of a dud. Pun intended, of course, pun 2016. Thumbs up or not? Alright, so that's gonna be it for this, and, write, like, rate, comment, do whatever you want. See ya.